Hello, everybody. How you doing? My name is Mikhail. This is my brother Marcus,
What's going on?
and this is going to be Mikhail's Milestones. I just want to say thank you for all the support that you've shown. I really appreciate it. Tonight's topic is going to be the difference between raising a son and raising a daughter. And this is very deep for me. So the first thing I want to bring up is, of course, you're going to love them both unconditionally, and both are going to be built up. Confidence needs to be built up. We're going to raise them with love. We're going to, show empathy and emotions for both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. You want to teach. I think both get the same core value, right?
Yeah.
So like that core process, right? That you said love already, and there's the understanding, there's the kindness. They all going to get, how to respect, right?
Yes.
Responsibilities.
Right.
So they all are going to get those same fundamental core values when it comes to raising your son and your daughter.
Right.
However, there is some difference.
It's some big differences. Big differences. For one, you want to raise your daughter, to be prideful. You want to raise her to feel like she's protected. Also, I think that you want to show her how a man is supposed to treat a woman. I take my daughter on dates. I know. What about you?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, daughter, daddy dates. And like you hit on. I think that not. I think I know that a father is what you present to your daughter. That's what she's gonna see.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're not there, or if you present something that's wrong, she's gonna get that. And what you want your daughter to have is the best. Right. So if you're presenting something that is of God's work, that is an uplifting, standing man, a leader. If you present those things, she's gonna seek that in the person she's going after. She's not gonna take less than. Right. That's my biggest thing. So you ain't about to get her on number 10 at McDonald's type of a thing, right? I mean, you and just because you go to Applebee's, that don't mean she's gonna fall for you type of thing, right?
That's right.
So that's my point. It's raising a daughter. It's important that she sees everything. She understands twerk don't work, right? That ain't it. She can see all these different things online and how they present themselves, and that's just they have to know the difference between online, on TV, and reality.
Yeah,
and so I think that's why, as a father, that's why we're there for our daughters. That we're that real man that she's looking for
in that way. And what about the sons? What I mean?
Yeah, easy. I would say, like, for the sons, it's a little different. So for the sons, after I teach those core values, I think what we go next to is like, what about protection?
Yeah,
right?
Protecting your mother, your sister, yeah. So I agree.
And what we don't want is this. We don't want we got to be there, right? We want to be in the mix. One, he has to look at you. He has to know who to be like, right? If you're not there, then you get this thing called a sonsman, right? That's the son trying to be a man, trying to be a husband. He don't have a really good example. He just looks on TV, sees some stuff, and he's trying to mimic it, and he's putting his chest out, but he don't even know what a deposit is, right?
Right.
We don't want that.
No, we don't. We definitely don't.
We want someone we want to be there so that our sons look at us and know what a man looks like.
What it looks like. Yeah, and that consists of grooming, working, just being active. We need to show them how to change. I know grown men that can't change tires.
Yes.
They would call AAA.
Yes.
Things just that stuff alone. Now, and I will say this, and with the men as well, the young men, the sons, when we play with them, we're rougher. Because we want them to be active. We want them to show their strength. We want them to be masculine. And so we're rougher. And that's a big difference between raising a son and a daughter. Because when we play with our sons, we're playing rough. When we play with our daughters, I don't know how many of y'all guys had tea parties with your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Play, you're polite, you have manners, you're being respectful. And so that is the difference. I mean, there is a huge difference. And girls do learn quicker than young men, young boys. So they go through a lot more social drama. So sometimes we have to be there to navigate that. And so again, not not trying to differentiate the two, but there are differences between raising a son and a daughter.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, it goes. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. I believe it goes with everything. So even like the way we shop, the way we go places and do things, right? Like right now, it's a little bit harder. Like when I go somewhere to go shopping, sometimes I'm looking at clothes that they kind of look the same for both. And I understand that that's where the economy is trying to get to, basically. But there is a difference, right? And so again, for my sons, I'm trying to make sure they understand that. Like, listen, you're a leader. You're a leader. I'm going to show you how to be a leader, right? I'm going to show you how to protect and provide, right? Because that providing, that's something big, right? Because when they get a little older, right, and they have their own, they have to know how to provide, not just for themselves, but for their family, right? And so that's the things that we want to make sure that we're giving these gems to these. There's fathers out there right now, and here's the bottom line too, is that there are fathers right now. No, I'm sorry, let me back it up. There's teens right now who have a father who probably didn't have a father in their house, right? And so they really don't have that example of how they were supposed to have been raising their son. And some of you all have done your best. That's great. But I know some of y'all may not have been there enough. But what I want you to understand and know that if you start right now, be there.
That's right.
Because they're going to see what they need to be in you. And that's important. And that's what we want to make sure that you're taking away from this, is that you have to be there and they have to see what the example is. Because for that young man, when he gets older, he's got to be able to mimic something. He will mimic something, right?
Even if it's not by choice.
Yeah.
If you're the man that you're supposed to be, one day a light's gonna hit him. And if you teach that man how to change the oil or change a tire, it's gonna hit him one day on Highway 75. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, you might not get the exact result you want now, but like you were saying, the light switch will come on for him.
It will.
And like I said, and at the end of the day, that's what you want. So that's what we kind of when we look at the difference between raising a son and raising a daughter. I've heard some people say that there is no difference. If you feel like that, hey, make a comment. Hey, put it out there. Give a read, but don't just give like a bad comment or nothing. Put a comment out there, but then also put what you think the reason why they are the same. Because like I said, I think they both get the same core values.
That's right.
But I believe that we talked about it, that but there are some differences when it gets down to the nitty-gritty and you're starting to instill some things in your children, that there is a difference between the son and the daughter.
There's a difference.
And also, I'm sorry, we also I didn't want to leave before we talked about this. This isn't a thing where we're talking about, the son can get out there, he can run the streets, and then the daughter, but we're gonna keep her tight in the house. No, listen, they both need to be up in that house. They both need to be about their business. They both need to be studying things like that. No, this isn't giving a pass to a son, but then the daughter, there's all these restrictions. We talking about across the board. This goes for both, but there are some differences, and these are some of the few differences that we came up with.
Yes, and again, comment and send us some more, because we want to hear from you guys. But in the meantime, we need to start raising these kings to be kings, and we need to start raising these young women to be queens. This is Mikhail Milestones. Be great.
Let's be great together. Peace.